Hi, I'm Ethan, and I started watching YouTube when I was 5 years old. In the summer of 2009, my family's friend's son, Jack, came over to our house and introduced me and my brother to the video sharing platform YouTube. Before this, we used our family computer for two things only: video game reviews and these horrible rage comic memes. I'm a fire in my laser! Learning about YouTube was a game changer. Finally, I could actually watch people play the games we wanted. The whole video game just on YouTube. Jack was, I think 11, and my brother was 10. They played Yu-Gi-Oh together while I sat in front of the monitor watching videos. The first video he showed us was some Minecraft Survival Island roleplay. I distinctly remember multiple people fishing in the sea together. I loved it, and I loved YouTube. I sat in front of the computer in a chair that looks like it's made of straw, wearing the worst headphones imaginable for 8 hours a day, every weekend for at least 2 years. These headphones were so terrible that I had to rip chunks of my hair out every time I took them off. At one point, the headphone broke and one side was always dangling, and it looked so stupid. I've never been a huge gamer. To this day, the only games I've ever been that I can think of is Terraria and Super Mario World. I've made hundreds of my own Minecraft videos, but I don't think I've actually legitimately beat the game once. Ever since I was a kid, I was always watching someone else play. The best times of my life were sitting in front of the CRT with my brother, both on the carpet, and watching him play the GameCube. I don't really even remember why I liked it so much. Half the time I was just complaining that he wouldn't play as Sonic in Sonic Adventure DX. He kept playing as that weird robot guy that I didn't like since he wasn't fast and shot scary guns. I think I liked the experience of my brother sharing a video game with me. The story and the animation, the soundtrack, everything that makes a video game art. Some years later, probably when I was 6 or 7, we went to Jack's house. He had Ratchet and Clank on the PS2, and I bugged him so often to play it that he handed me the controller and told me to play. I kept jumping in this green sludge and dying, and he says to me, "You suck." And I started crying. The first ever complete series I watched on YouTube was the Minecraft Files Season 3, a Let's Play series started by ChimneySwift11 in 2011. My favorite episode ever, I think because it was the first one I ever watched, was episode 134. Hot Tub 2 in HD. It was 34 minutes and 45 seconds long, fully uncut, just pure gameplay where he builds a hot tub. That's the whole video. After watching episode 134, Hot Tub 2 in HD, I watched the next episode in the series, TQF: Branch Mining for Diamonds in HD. At this point, HD was still 720p, which is pretty funny now given there's whole channels where every video is in 4K. This video was special. Remember the TQF part of the title? That stands for Triple Question Friday, where once a week, Chimney would answer questions in the comments. The guy I was watching on the screen is able to respond back to me. On Saturday mornings at 6 a.m., my mom used to yell at me since I was screaming at the TV for Goku to hurry his ass up and save Gohan and Krillin. I didn't like Piccolo, he was mean. The first thing I did was try to make a YouTube account to comment my own question for him to answer, but I couldn't read. So... yeah, hard time making an account. Speaking of which, I couldn't keep track of all the series I was watching and all the big episode numbers since I was a little kid with no brain. Surprisingly, I did know how to use the favorites bar, and I could favorite links on YouTube. Minecraft Files Season 3, Minecraft Files Season 4, Minecraft Files Season 5, Skyblock Survival, just hundreds and hundreds of YouTube links saved up in that bar. At one point, opening that favorites folder would crash the browser. Watching Chimney Swift and other Minecraft YouTubers had planted this dream of mine deep in my thick baby skull. Not the green dream, like an actual dream. Like Martin Luther King, I have a dream. I want to play Minecraft and I want to be a YouTuber like them. I want to be like that big brother. On July 3rd, 2014, I was finally able to make my first video called Minecraft P Hunger Games Episode 1. I blew up Spawn. A few years previous, I managed to make my own email register as sonic-123@gmail.com, and I spent months trying to jailbreak my iPod 5 I got for Christmas so I could download some screen recording software on it. At this point, I was running iOS 7, and there wasn't any built-in screen recording like there is now. In fact, Apple was actively blocking screen recording apps. Like, why? Apple, you suck. You suck so bad. Do you know how many hours I spent trying to find something to record my 5-inch iPod screen? Hours. so many hours of my life. My first video was this unedited, raw, zero audio gameplay of this ancient Minecraft Pocket Edition server called Lifeboat. I think this was a few months after servers even came out. I exploited a bug, blew up spawn, and proceeded to get killed by some invisible entity, maybe Herobrine? Over the next 2 years, I made more and more of these cringe, terrible trash videos. I started editing with iMovie and adding the most this word is impossible to say, obnoxious stock music possible. I think I made hundreds of videos over those 2 years, sometimes uploading 4 videos in one day and then going 3 weeks without anything at all. I don't know for certain because I deleted a bunch of videos I was ashamed of. So yeah, I should never have done that. Out of the 3 channels I made, this is still my most successful one, which is kind of sad. So before I made a YouTube channel, during the Christmas of probably 2012, my brother got a 32GB iPod Touch 4 for Christmas that I proceeded to drop down the stairs immediately after he handed it to me. I love this thing. Even though it was my brother's gift, I spent probably double the screen time on it since I could play Minecraft on it. This was the first time I could ever play Minecraft, the game I dreamed of playing for years. My first ever world was terrible, just to say the least. I made a house out of dirt and stone with nothing in it, even though I knew everything about the game already. I could visualize diamond ore to the pixel, and yet I couldn't find a single vein of coal during that entire playthrough. I had to cook oak wood to make charcoal. Oak wood to make charcoal. That I was a loser. After a few months, I made hundreds of different worlds. A lot of them looked eerily similar to worlds YouTubers made that I watched as a kid. I had dozens of survival island worlds, dozens of hot tubs in those survival island worlds. Sometimes my brother told me to shut up while I was playing because I was talking to myself, but I was actually pretending to make a YouTube video. As a kid, you're really impressionable. The brain is like a sponge soaking up every single Minecraft fact and detail possible. But the thing is, I didn't just absorb Minecraft, I absorbed everything. You know how your family tends to have similar speech patterns? Like, my brother in the last few years started talking in Twitch emotes, which is very cringe. And then I started doing it subconsciously. And I hate him for it because that's cringe. He made me this way. But yeah, that started happening to me with YouTube. Watch this guy called Choga Conroy. I really liked his Majora's Mask playthrough, Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, something else I forget. And he tends to say sorry a lot, like when he messes up a trick or says something incorrectly. And I started doing that. Like every few sentences I did that. One time I did the apology thing 3 times in a row, and my brother told me I was being stupid and annoying because I was, and he left the room. I felt sad for probably 30 minutes after that. I thought to myself, why am I like this? Who made me this way? And I didn't realize it at the time, but it was Choga Conroy. Not everything I watched was the family-friendly Let's Player. I watched Smosh, Niga Higa, Annoying Orange. Through YouTube, I learned like 90% of the bad words I know. I learned about sex, drugs, alcohol, racism, murder, pooping. I learned about grief and loss through Choga Conroy's playthrough of Majora's Mask at age 6. Stuff I probably shouldn't have known. I don't think I'd be even close to the same without YouTube. To this day, I'm not very social. Like I don't know what to say a lot of the time, and sometimes I get nervous ordering Chipotle. But practicing commentary on my own videos, speaking to a camera, and hearing other people speak has helped me a lot. I've learned a lot, and I wouldn't change anything. Except maybe I'd stop myself from watching Annoying Orange. That guy sucks. That guy sucks so bad. No.